How's it going, Outlaw Nation? It's the Outlaw John Rocha. Thanks so much for clicking play on this movie reaction for X-Men Dark Phoenix. This is my first time watching this particular movie. I know some of you may be like, what? But yeah, if you remember back in the Collider days when this film came out, I said on air multiple times that I didn't think there was any reason to see this because it was essentially a lame duck movie and there wasn't much to glean from it that we were going to take into the next generation of X-Men with the MCU and what have you. And of course, we're on the precipice of a new X-Men team being formed, announced, and put there on screens for us in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But this at the time, I was like, this is, what's the point? Like New Mutants. I've never seen the New Mutants either because I was like, what's the point? These films are not going to lead to anything. But now today I'm watching this because James McAvoy has a new film coming out. And it's called Speak No Evil. And this is a remake of the original, I think, Norwegian film. And this one's directed by James Watkins. It stars McAvoy, Mackenzie Davis, Scoop McNairy, Aisling Franciosi, who's someone I really enjoyed recently on Voyage of the Demeter. I think that was her that was on that. And I know she's a part of, I thought she's in The Nightingale. Is that correct? Yeah, The Nightingale, which I have got to watch at some point. A lot of people tell me that's an excellent film. But this one I was like, well, look, I've never seen X-Men Dark Phoenix. It's been a few years. White 2019, I think, is when this one came out. So it's been like 5 years since it came out. It's PG-13. It's just under 2 hours, directed and written by Simon Kinberg. And I thought, well, look, let's give it a shot. It's correlating with a McAvoy film coming out. And let's see what we got here. And finally, like, close the door on all the Fox films. And I think the timing of this is interesting, too, just for how it's going. Because X-Men and Wolverine essentially closed the door on the Fox universe as fully all the Marvel characters in the Fox universe and what they did there. Doesn't mean they won't pop up in the MCU, maybe in Secret Wars in some way, but certainly this is the end of the X-Men saga from the Fox side of things. And so I'm curious to see what we're going to get. I know that there's a big death. I know that this is Sophie Turner stepping to the front here as Jean Grey. And of course, we've seen the Dark Phoenix saga done before with Famke Janssen as Jean Grey in X-Men Last Stand. It was hinted at the end of X2, but certainly pursued in X-Men Last Stand. And of course, I read it when I was younger in the comics. I probably have those back at the house in Virginia in boxes up in the attic at my parents' house, the entire run, because I collected X-Men all through the 80s and 90s. So I have the entire Dark Phoenix saga, and that was an awesome, awesome saga at the time with the X-Men. And the fact that it took like 3 years for it to finally kick into gear in the X-Men comics and it kind of laid the groundwork 3 years earlier, I thought it was a brilliant, brilliant way to go about it. So I'm curious to see what we're going to get in this movie. Curious in a way like, okay, let's see if it's fun or not. And certainly Sophie Turner taking lead is going to be interesting. I think sometimes she's good. I think sometimes she isn't. So this will give her some real estate to see what she can do. And I think she has a new movie coming soon or a new series coming soon on the BBC. I saw the trailer for it the other day where she's playing a woman taking care of her child, but doing all these nefarious things in order to make sure her child never goes without. So interesting to see Sophie pushing the boundaries a little bit. But I like her energy. I think she's a lot of fun. Her carpool karaoke episode with Maisie Williams was fantastic. So, I like that energy of Sophie. So we'll see what she does with Jean Grey. Because, of course, at the end of Apocalypse, she fully embraced her power to destroy Apocalypse. But now, what is she going to encounter that's going to turn her into the Dark Phoenix? I imagine that's going to happen in this particular film. And of course, we have not Jennifer Lawrence. Who am I thinking of here? I want to make Jessica Chastain. Sorry, 2 J's there. Coming in as his character Vuk, and then Cody Smith McPhee is in here as a Nightcrawler, Alexander Shipp. Coming back as Aurora Monroe, Evan Peters, who we enjoyed as Quicksilver, Ty Sheridan as Scott Summers, aka Cyclops. And Nicholas Hoult back as Beast, and of course, Michael Fassbender back as Magneto. So very curious to see what we're going to get. So before I jump in, though, I just want to remind you to please subscribe to the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. And if you want to support all we got going on here on the Patreon, on the Outlaw Nation, head on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/John Rocha, and give us some love there. All right, here we go. Let me get into position. Actually, you know what? I think I can watch it straight on with the things we're doing with these reaction videos, which, by the way, shout out to the Cinefanatics who are doing a wonderful job editing these reaction videos on my channel. Hope you guys are enjoying them. Please make sure to give them some love. Their information should be down in the description video, description of the video as well. But All right, let's get it going here. X-Men Dark Phoenix. It's fun to see the old logo, right? 20th Century Fox logo. Now it is Fox. That little X lingering there at the end.
Are we simply what others want us to be? Are we destined to a fate beyond our control?
Well, you can hear the accent there. She's fighting against it. It's always in the vowels that you can tell if they're getting the accent right, the American accent. So you can hear her British stuff coming through.
John.
Oh, using her powers there. Oh! Oh! Well, I hate car crashes in movies. They always freak me out. Look at that. Oh. Did she kill her parents here in the beginning of the movie? Wow. Oh. Or kill her mom. She put her to sleep by saying quiet, it seems like. That's how you get people's attention. What a beginning. Oh, there he is.
But either way, it's still just a pen. It's just a gift.
He's trying to reach out to her and teach her a lesson.
I don't like the other doctors.
It's because he's a professor, girl. So this is the 1970s. So I think we're supposed to go into the 1990s in this movie because we've gone through the different decades and
I can't stay here. I break things.
it's a little foreshadowing here, isn't it? Like she's saying, I break things. We see her at the beginning killing people. And her saying, you think you can fix me? Like this idea. So like she warned him ahead of time that her powers can cause serious damage. So in essence, she's warning him for what's to come. Of course, Charles is going to say all the nice things like, you're not broken and you're great. But little does he know of what's coming, I imagine, especially with the Dark Phoenix saga. Oh, okay, so now we're in the 1990s. I saw many shuttle launches in the 1990s, especially the sad one with was Sally Ride.
I know what you're thinking.
That's my trick.
The answer is no. The Jets didn't get that.
Oh, this is right. So this is the one I watched. So in essence, they're using that one that exploded.
Yes? Yes, this is he.
Oh, wow. The X on the phone. Oh, all right. So he's sending the X-Men to save the shuttle.
Will the X-Jet even get that off? Well, technically,
It'll get us there. Let's go.
Interesting outfits. Of course, calling to mind the yellow and blue.
If anything goes wrong, I'll turn us around in a heartbeat.
I know you will.
It's playing for the big notes instead of the organic, believable, smaller beats. They're laying the groundwork. Oh, I know you'll take care of us. I'm going to kill you, though, in the future. Not a strong beginning after a pretty intense beginning that I thought worked really well. Oh, is this the Armageddon moment where we see all these kids cheering in different countries? Oh, my God. You owe Michael Bay an apology. You totally stole his approach. Cerebro, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen of NASA, this is the voice of Charles Xavier.
Oh, wow. He's just patched right in there. This is the score. The score is good. I like the score. Nothing to write home about, but it's certainly pulsating.
Not as much fun as I thought it would be.
Oh, Cody. Good collection of young actors in here who've obviously gone on to do other things. Cody Smith-McPhee I think he was nominated for Power of the Dog. Ty Sheridan, I've seen him in stuff. Alexander Shipp, of course. And Evan Peters, who came back into the MCU, of course, with the WandaVision. So.
Ralph Boner?
boner.
Wait, I'm slow. I'm sorry. Was it Sally Ride who passed away? Or was it Kristen McAuliffe? That's right. My bad, everybody. Kristen McAuliffe. That's who died. She was the teacher. That's right. Oh, such a shame. Died on the Challenger. Right. Interesting. Oh! Oh, taking out all the astronauts. trying to save them all.
Be right back.
The special effects here is not bad. Oh, is he going to connect them all and bring them out? Oh. Oh. That effect is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a pretty awesome effect. So the inherent nature of this is that she knows how to put the shuttle back together. That's the kind of cheat that you have to accept in a film like this.
10,
What's he trying to do, this guy?
4,
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Oh! Oh, wow. Oh, she's taking it all in.
That's what she said.
So what is this, right? I mean, it's very similar to what happens in the comics, right? She gets hit by this force in space, flare, I think, in space, and it alters her body chemistry completely is what makes her become the Dark Phoenix. So I guess they're just jumping right into it. Oh! Oh, man, you can tell Jennifer Lawrence is kind of mailing this in a little bit. She's just like, oh, God. If this is supposed to be a friend or a student, you would imagine she'd have a stronger reaction here.
Is everybody okay? Okay. So let's go.
Nice change, a little darkness. Little sound cue is uncomfortable, unsettling, rather. I like that. It carries over, like some kind of danger is coming. All right, so they're going to have a little fight. Does everything have to have an X on it?
Make everyone
Small
feel
price
safe
to pay for keeping the peace.
by risking our people to save theirs.
Yes, yes.
This is good back and forth because, I mean, she's still has the Magneto point of view within her.
And by the way, the women are always saving the men around here. You might want to think about changing the name to X-Women.
Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm sure that was supposed to hit much more empowering than it did. But that was, what do you call that? I don't know. Platitude? Are we opening the door to this?
As far as I can tell,
Beast and Jean?
you're good to go. You can head upstairs.
Like a little love triangle there with Raven. Seems like if we're not going to have a Wolverine, I guess.
Are you sure you're okay?
Better than okay. God, I feel great. I did.
It's never a good thing when someone gets exposed to something and feels like they feel great. The Jeff Goldblum and The Fly said the same thing. And we saw how that turned out. Brindle Fly. I never bought their chemistry. I never bought their connection.
I'll always come back to you.
The James Marsden, Famke Janssen one, definitely bought that one. But this one feels a little like, two pretty people playing the roles and not necessarily connecting or having chemistry or vibing with each other. I mean, the lines that are written in to have emotions between the two of them, they ring a little hollow because you don't buy that they're that connected or that in love with each other. So you're laying the groundwork a little bit, right? She's got all this power now. Oh, here we go. Jessica Chastain. What an interesting introduction. I thought she was going to be a much more brutal introduction.
I'm just gonna check on her. Be right back.
Just stay.
Oh, is she going to get possessed or something? Interesting choice for the hair color. I like Chastain as an actress. She's a very good, very strong actress. Zero Dark 30, so one of my favorite movies. Oh, yeah. A dog barking at something in the dark? That's stay away stuff, not get closer to it stuff. Whoa! Oh! Oh, creepy, man. Oh, so she's dead then. Oh, she comes in all creepy and stuff. Oh! Oh, is she going to kill everybody? Oh, my God. Oh, are they all going to shapeshift into those people? Oh, what is this? Oh, Lord. What is this dumb shit? Oh, is that Dazzler or whatever? Am I wrong? Yeah, that's Dazzler, isn't it? Not bad. I still thought it was ridiculous. Just out of nowhere.
Maybe it's time for us to move on.
That's why she called out Charles, because she wants to She wants to move on, so whatever he does is through that prism. She's looking for an excuse to leave.
It's his. What do you think the X in X-Men stands for?
So the subplot is that, oh, we were named X-Men over X people or X women or whatever. And that X is the Xavier and that Xavier is the man. So I think I'm starting to remember now that there was issues with this.
Now, I know that some of you choose to call us superheroes.
I don't know. I mean, I think there's battles to wage, of course, but this seems a bit ham-handed or shoved in to have this kind of conversation with the X-Men.
Did you hear what the kids are calling you?
Do I want to know?
Yeah. Phoenix.
Oh, interesting. Phoenix is the word that triggers her to kind of go into this thing. Ah, seems a bit ham-handed as well. Oh! Whoa! Right, so that mirrors exactly what happened at the beginning of the film with her mom and her dad.
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but I'm going to have to leave. Thank you very, very much.
So interesting. So clearly, you know, they're starting this issue between Raven and Charles, which has kind of been there, obviously, in the first couple of films. Oh, him. I know him. And I imagine they're going to kill off Raven, Jennifer Lawrence, and then Jean Grey is going to take that spot as this female energy pushing back on Charles and calling him out and exposing his ego or exposing his weaknesses or exposing his fear, so to speak.
Her mutation has grown too powerful. For the first time, I can't penetrate her mind.
Is he going to use Cerebro to do it? Wow. Ooh, this is dangerous. This feels dangerous. Just to violate her mind. Use something more powerful to violate her mind because you can't get in there. This doesn't seem to be irresponsible to anybody else. I get that you're going in because you want to save her or stop her from hurting other people, but this seems a little extreme.
Scaffolding. Walls, rather. To keep out all the trauma.
To keep out the trauma rather than to deal with the trauma. So you're making Charles flawed here. I mean, it's okay. Charles has been flawed in the comics many, many times. Just an interesting decision.
What is that?
That is what I was trying to say.
So as a professor, as a psychic, he thought rather than let her deal with the trauma, he would just block out her trauma. So now you might see that she's pissed off about being messed around with.
My father. He's alive.
Oh, shit. Did he lie to her and say that they were dead? Maybe some of you know this storyline in the comics, Regina. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've read some of this stuff, but...
Get out of my head!
Whoa! Scott's always willing to sacrifice himself for Jean. But again, man, there's just not that chemistry between them. Oh, damn. My girl put him out. When a woman's got to go, you got to let her go.
She's going to find.
Oh.
She's going to find nothing good there.
Okay, so look, it's not the strongest of movies so far, but there are a couple of things that spark my curiosity. What's the deal with the dad? Who are these creatures? Oh, the Dabari. Okay. So for those who don't know, the Dabari are an alien race that appears in Marvel Comics. They were the people whose star system was destroyed by Phoenix during the Dark Phoenix saga. So they kind of turn this around a little bit in that they're seeking revenge in some way. All right, so she's going to see her dad. I remember this stuff from the trailers. Is he a drunk? Is he angry?
Dad?
Whoa. So her dad is alive, but he probably hates her for killing his wife.
From the truth.
I don't know, there seems to be this kind of hatred of Charles pulsating throughout the movie.
I'll get you some water, okay?
Yeah, what's this all about? I'm sure he's mad because, she killed his wife, her mother, but maybe there's more to it. Oh, yeah, totally. He's mad that is she going to turn around and he's got like a shotgun or something?
I do. Then you'll take her.
Oh, so he surrendered her. Not out of hate, he's just out of frustration.
You want to come in?
Wow.
Come all the way in. Don't forget what you did.
Yeah. Right. Of course.
Stop that. Stop it.
It's not me. It's them.
Just putting people out like this. What the hell? You know, we're just rolling into it. I wish we had taken a little more time, set stuff up. We're already into this confrontation with the X-Men.
I don't have a home. You made sure of that.
Oof. Oh man, that's not strong acting from Sophie. Who called the cops?
Stay away. Stay away from
His dad? Did her dad call the cops? Oh boy. Okay. Oh. Jesus. Oh. That's cool. It's very reminiscent of the Flash trying to attack Superman in Snyder's JL. Whoa. So then, like, let's attack her here in a residential neighborhood where innocent lives could be lost.
Something's happening to me.
So come home.
Yeah, why would she run so quickly? Why would she go? And I get it. I mean, in the comics and animated series for sure, but like in a feature film like this, you want to build up to it a little bit more powerfully so that we know where we're at with her, not just the broad brushstrokes.
I'm not afraid of you, Jean. Look at me.
Like she should be struggling with this a bit more before all of this stuff happens. Not just a party and I'm leaving.
You're my family, Jean. No matter what.
Oh, wow. Are we even going to see that? Like, is there no reaction here? Oh, damn. Oh, that's a cool effect. Oh, man, come on. Why aren't they all running around her? Oh, God love Jennifer, man. She came back. She's like, I'll come back, but you got to kill me off. But you can tell she's checked out, man. Even the death scene wasn't as powerful as it should be because she's kind of checked out. I mean, Nicholas is giving it us all. Don't get me wrong. Where are we at right now, minutes wise? We're at the 45-minute mark. So this is essentially usually the end of Act 1. So Raven is dead. Oh, it looks like Quicksilver is pretty messed up. I can hear the rain. I guess we're going to a funeral. Yeah, there we go.
A friend in need.
Yeah, and you sent her to her death instead of letting Hank take the shot.
Is it true? Jean killed her?
This is a teachable moment. So this needs to be a confrontation, right? Between Hank and Charles here.
And then you took it from her. I beg your pardon? You heard me.
Wait, he's not feeling guilty about this at all?
I hope that railing on me 5 minutes after I put my foster sister in the grave has made you feel a dad.
Oof, now he's guilt-shaming him?
This whole time we've been trying to protect these kids from the world when really we should have been protecting them from you.
This is interesting. Why go this route? Why make him the villain instead of someone who wants to help? I don't understand. God love Sophie. She's trying her best, but, you know. You put some of this on the director as well. Like, you've got to know how to get your actor into the right place, into the right emotional state so they can deliver authentic, believable, organic moments in a TV show or in a movie in order to get across the overall story that you want to tell, whether specifically or generally. She goes off to an island. I'm going to talk about hanging a lantern on the obvious thing. Oh, I heard about this. Yes, I heard about this in passing over the last few years. Is this supposed to be like the early trappings of Genosha? How would she even know about this? I get it. She mind reads or whatever, but like, you still have to get information. Oh, yeah. There we go. Little Magneto action. Well, that answers that question about how she would know to come there.
Whose blood is that?
Oh, wow. He's got to tell her that she's got to tell him that she killed Raven. So she goes to him
Lose control.
to figure out how to control this power of hers. But his is different. I mean, it's not like the magnetic thing takes hold of him. But I can understand the correlation, I guess, the anger, the vengeance, that's what doesn't make you see straight and makes you lash out. Is this going to be a fight?
We have no intention of taking it back. We're not here for you. We're looking for one of the X-Men.
Now, how would they know that she's here? Did Charles tell him?
It's not me.
It's me.
Jean?
So she's like, you know what? I'll keep killing. Oh! I mean, I get what they're trying to do here is unresolved trauma. This is what it can lead to, this kind of damage it can wrought on a person's life and the people around them. We're just not as invested. And so it comes across like she's throwing temper tantrums rather than defending herself. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that's an issue when you don't do the right kind of setup and foundational work to get people to get a movie into. Get in the chopper!
Go! Get to the chopper! Go back!
Oh my God. She's gonna kill them anyway, isn't she?
That Congress is considering temporary mutant internment facilities for those whose powers have...
What, we're gonna do internment camps? Already? I mean, it would not move this fast, but okay. Okay.
Words created a very long time ago by men with very little minds.
Okay. Now I see what this script is trying to say. You could make a case that, like, she's essentially saying, you know, men have told you to keep your power down as a woman. I'm here to encourage you to embrace your power. You can see that as kind of a well, I mean, you know, just working on a lower level here, the exchange. Obviously, surface-wise, it's about the storyline and the characters and their past history, but clearly she's making a little commentary about how a man messed with your mind, a man kept you down, a man tried to take away your trauma, a man tried to control you, basically. So, but then again, if she's the villain, you're kind of sending a mixed message in that way, aren't you?
She's dead.
Damn.
Jean killed her.
Oh, damn. So now he knows. See, now that's acting. That's acting, y'all. Fassbender, the micro emotions powerfully coursing through his face. That's great acting, right? Everything here.
I need you to help me.
Like
again,
the guilt of losing her, the guilt of letting her go to Charles, the guilt of not reaching out, the guilt that Jean was here but didn't press her harder to tell him.
The only person here afraid of your power is you.
Curious to see how she thinks she's going to control her to not unleash her power. Whatever place she's gone, she's lost control when she's been pushed.
Because it's the spark that gave life to the universe. And the flame that consumed.
Ah, there it is. This is an interesting twist because she kills the Dabari when she gets her power. It's a whole genocide when she gets her power. Whereas here they're searching for it in order to try to control it.
Water into life. It's your destiny, Jean.
She's basically a human Project Genesis now.
And what they don't understand, they fear. And what they fear, they seek to destroy.
Well, it's pretty simple. Just to get her on her side. Easy enough. Oh boy. Arming up for the war. Arming up for the battle, at least.
Look.
End of discussion.
At no point do we see him confronting his own. Is it only because he lost access to the president now that he's like rethinking everything? It just seems it clearly should have been like Charles going through it and having conversations and going on his own little mini journey to arrive to where he's at now.
You're always sorry, Charles, and there's always a speech, but nobody cares anymore.
Shut up.
I like that. Oh, Jesus. We need transporter in there.
Kurt, I need you.
I mean, Charles ain't wrong. I mean, mutants fighting in the middle of the streets of New York. Oh, my God. So she's going to go jump into the middle of a bunch of regular people to use as kind of shields against this guy? Wow, look at him using his mind powers to like mess with people's... she bringing up an old subway car? Or is he bringing up rather an old subway car?
You cast me out.
Yeah.
Now you come here to kill me?
That's right.
You cast me out? I mean, you tried to kill military people. Okay.
And you couldn't even do that?
That's essentially a flaccid joke. Oh! Oh my God.
I failed you, I know that, but this isn't you.
When did we find out that he failed her? That he knew that he failed her, rather. Oh, wow. It's pretty brutal. Oh, that's terrible. Oh my God, that's horrible.
Please, Jean.
Oh, just like beyond evil. It's a little like massive insult to injury, man.
You could see in mine. So look.
If I'm so terrible, take a look. Yeah, he gave her the choice. Dude, McAvoy, always good at these things.
It's a lost cause.
Oh, wow.
No, she's not.
Oh, interesting. I like this as a twist. I'm just confused how the villain is just standing by while all of this is happening and not trying to stop this from happening. She's like, I want you to use your powers, and then I'm just going to let someone else try and undo what I just did.
Set weapons to neutralize.
Oh, here they come. Of course, the military is going to come out. It makes all the sense in the world. They're destroying a whole city block. Oh. I don't remember if this happens in the comics because it's been a while since I've read them. But can she transfer the Phoenix Force to someone else? But see, and here's the problem too. Like Vuk, yeah, we have had no build up to who these Dabari are and what we got the little exposition, but like there's been no kind of like, okay, let's take some time, let's get to know them, let's see what they're doing.
Jean!
Oh, damn! All right, Scott.
Come on, out! You got it, come on, try it. You fall with me, let's go!
Wow, that's a horrible image. I get why they're doing that. You know, treating them like animals, dog collaring them and sticking them in. Striker stuff. Oh shit. Oof. So what happens next? All right. So now she has the Phoenix Force. So this is what they did. They give her the Phoenix Force, and they still retain maybe some of it inside of Jean. So now Jean's not the ultimate villain. It's her. Oh, wow. Just like have the military being assholes to them.
You should never have lied to her. I was wrong.
I guess now we're getting the thing that I was talking about, but like, even to get in there, he should have gone through something. The symbolism here is just very obvious. You know, in a Christ-like position. What's this now? Oh, is it Morlocks? Yeah, is this the Morlocks? What's going on here? Oh, it's the Dabari. Oh, okay. Oh, yep, it's the Dabari. There we go.
Your kid was right about us. We could help you.
Wow. Oh. God love Cody trying to make that line work. Oh, wow. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I never feel like until Deadpool came along, I never got to enjoy Colossus. I've yet to enjoy fully Beast because Beast in the comics is badass. As much as I love Nicholas Hoult, giving him a chance to really show what he can do is a rarity. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I love that. That's really fucking cool. I'm down with that. Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh, damn! I mean, actively killing motherfuckers up in here. Oh. I mean, I guess it helps that they're possessed by the, or that they're Dabari and they already killed the human host, so. Oh. Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. This is good. I like this. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Oh! Oh, my God. Okay, that was fucking badass. Yeah, the fight stuff was cool. The story stuff may not be strong. Some of the writing's not great, but that battle sequence, that was a lot of fun. Well, now we go next level. Damn. Oh, shit. Is he going to sacrifice himself? Okay, look. Again, this is where, if this is what it all led to, this is a lot of fun. Fassbender, man. Such a damn good actor.
To keep the pain away.
You just buried it.
Oh, nice. So she can communicate with him even though she's not awake yet. Oh, okay. So she went into his mind. Which, of course, he gave her access to earlier.
Protect my family.
Oh, wow, she gonna sacrifice herself? Oh, here we go. Oh, damn. It's pretty badass. I think this was part of the reshoots, right? Because I think the final battle was supposed to be in space, but then they reshot it here in the train to save money. I think. I don't remember because it's been 5 years since this movie came out. I remember like covering all of this when I was at Collider. So everybody lived. Where are we at now? We got, all right, so maybe 15 minutes left. A little bit under 15 minutes left in this. That's right. Makes sense. Things have died down, so you get the final battle, which will be between Jean and Buck, I imagine. She's just gonna kill all of them. Damn. She like disintegrated them. Oh. Oh, shit. This is PG-13 and there's a shit ton of deaths. Maybe not a lot of blood except for with Raven, but there's a shit ton of deaths here. Is she gonna take back the Force from her? Or give her everything and it'll destroy her from the inside out. Yeah. Oh, she's like, no, bitch, take it all. Oh! Now do we go out into space? Yeah.
You're wrong. My emotions make me strong.
This is such simplistic writing, man. Oh, the Phoenix Force. There you go. We got that at the end of Apocalypse as well, right? I think, right? Didn't we see her use the Force or hint at the Force? I don't know. It's a pretty badass fight sequence or battle scenes. I thought that was cool. We lost Jean, or Jean dies. This is what happens at the end of the Dark Phoenix saga. But of course, she always comes back. It's a loving memory or something. Oh, the Jean Grey School for gifted youngsters. Okay.
Hey, slow down. Safety first.
Get it? Because he's Quicksilver. Oh, wow. Is he in charge of the school now? What's Charles doing? Oh, wow. Is that a cafe? If Michael Caine sits next to him, sits one table away, I'm going to laugh my ass off. The chess.
You saved my life, and you offered me home. I'd like to do the same for you.
What new? Oh, is this Genosha? Is he offering him Genosha? But would the government still let them have Genosha?
I go easy on you.
No, you won't.
Is that it? A final scene between these two? Oh! There you go. I guess that's Jean Grey in the sky. All right, so I don't know if there's a post-credit scene. I don't remember if there was. Maybe there isn't because they knew they weren't going to continue. So here's what I'll say. A lot of issues with the story, a lot of issues with the character development, a lot of issues with some of the scenes in the film and some of the script writing. Some of the writing is just so pedantic and simplistic rather, instead of being a bit more nuanced, a bit more, I don't know, something with a bit more levels that you can sense there's more going on. Something more complex, I guess I would say, between the characters and the emotional journeys they're going on. Because any of us who are in touch with our emotions, so shout out to Hans Zimmer who did the score, but any of us who are in touch with our emotions, the interactions are going to carry more weight to them than the normal kind of surface back and forths. And unfortunately, that the film didn't have a lot of that, which I think is what, in the end, why people didn't like the film overall. I don't know how many of you who were watching liked the film. Hey, I'm never going to yuck your yum. If you liked it, more power to you. But I hope you can see these issues that I was pointing out as we were watching the movie itself. I thought Jessica Chastain was absolutely wasted. I mean, this is a woman of immense talent who can bring so many levels to a character and so much complexity, as I mentioned earlier, to a performance. It clearly wasn't here in the script, or it was cut up in the cutting room floor. I don't know. Maybe she had a bigger role to play, but introducing her as a villain with just like, hey, let me give you a quick montage of exposition, instead of us like getting to know her, connecting with her, seeing her journey. It's always more interesting when you understand a character's villainy, why they did what they did. It doesn't mean that you agree with them, but you might slightly sympathize with them, which makes you connected to their character and you feel the tragedy of it all, just like you did with Killmonger, right? Those are some of the best villains, is that the audience can connect to them and feel the tragedy of why they went down this road. You can see the logic. And here you could see the logic, right? This force that destroyed their planet, I want to be able to control it so we can bring our people back. But if the way you're bringing people back is to destroy the earth and terraform like we saw in Man of Steel, then you're not really, you're just exchanging one for the other. So we have to see more of the villainy. Like, what is it that's making you want to do this, make you this desperate to do this? And so that's the thing. And it isn't just survival, for God's sake. So clearly you could survive no problem. It's a matter of like, well, what's the motivation? And so there isn't a lot of that here, unfortunately. She's very two-dimensional villain. And I think Jessica deserved much more than that. Jennifer Lawrence, no surprise. I mean, she'd been hinting at the fact that she was kind of done with this franchise. And so the way they offed her, I didn't think it was great, but in the end, you know, she wanted to go. What are you going to do? I thought everyone else, you know, they're not the strongest of actors for these roles. I don't think Ty Sheridan is a great Cyclops. I don't think Alexander Shipp is a great Storm. I like Nicholas Hoult as Beast, although it isn't quite 100% Beast. Somewhere between Kelsey Grammer and Nicholas Hoult is the ultimate Beast. But I like what Nicholas does, just isn't quite what I would love to see from Beast. Fassbender and McAvoy, I mean, what are you going to say? Those are two fantastic master actors, and in their emotions, in their moments, they got to show what they can do. And then Sophie Turner, I think, you know, a little bit let down by the script. She's clearly been a strong actress in Game of Thrones. I thought at times here believable, other times not so much. But again, this is a bit of a Frankenstein type movie with the multiple reshoots and changing course. And then, of course, the purchase of Fox by Disney, which turned this into a lame duck film. So what do you expect? But I think there are ways that she was limited naturally that came through here. Unfortunately, and you need someone really, really strong as Jean Grey to play the Dark Phoenix saga, to play the loss and the love and the rage and the pain and the anger and the fear and the frustration beyond just this is the emotion that I'm playing right now. You need someone who can really dive deep. And I'm not saying Sophie can't do that. I'm saying she didn't do it in this film, unfortunately. But Curtis McPhee was fun to see as Nightcrawler. I thought he was a lot of fun throughout this thing. And yeah, my issues, like, you're turning Charles into somewhat of a villain. or an antagonist, I guess, in a way, but you've got to give him the journey as well. And although this film was almost 2 hours long, I think there was stuff you could have maybe taken out to put in give Charles much more of a journey here, because clearly you're introducing him with Jean at the beginning of the movie, their relationship rather, and so there should be more that's explored here after she kills Raven. Like, why aren't you despondent about that? And then after Hank calls him out, why aren't you going on your own kind of introspective journey and figuring this all out? Why is it happening way afterwards? So it's just like these, or off camera, which makes no sense, off screen, which makes no sense. It's one of the best characters ever, and McAvoy's fantastic as Professor X. So why not give us more screen time with him as he's navigating all this, looking back on the mistakes he's made, seeing if his ego really did get involved. And, and you present the president all this and he just disappears, and so just these little things that if you're going to present them, you've got to really dive in deep with them. And I don't think we saw that here in this particular movie, unfortunately. That being said, though, the action sequences, the battle sequences, whoever directed all that, I don't know if that's Kinberg or the second unit, that was incredible. The special effects, I thought, were badass throughout the whole movie, and certainly in the final 20, 30 minutes of the movie. I don't know when that battle stuff was on the train. I thought all of that was excellent, really excellent. Made it feel like comic book while also very clearly working within the parameters of an on-screen theatrical feature. So I thought that was badass. And as I said multiple times, I want to try and find another phrase there, but that's the phrase I keep coming back to because it's so much fun to see stuff like that, live action, done really well. And I thought they did it really well there, all those final sequences. So yeah, good stuff on that end for sure. So look, not the strongest of films, but if we get to that action sequence, then that's super enjoyable. It's kind of like Matrix Reloaded. I don't think Matrix Reloaded is that great of a film, and I think it just goes into weirdly insane directions that make no sense. And bringing in new cast members that aren't that strong. But the fight sequence on the highway is awesome. So, when I go back to watch that film, that's what I really focus on. So with this, I guess I would go back and watch the battle sequence. All right, so let's get to the end of this movie because I want to see if there's a post-credit scene. And shout out to Hans Zimmer, who I think did a nice job with the score as well. Probably not one to write home about, but certainly a good score for this particular movie. Is there anyone else I'm leaving out? Well, yeah, Kinberg. I mean, honestly, not great direction, not great writing. You've got to find better. You've got to do better as a director to get your actors to the place they need to get to. So, no post-credit scene, I guess, because they knew they were done. So that's that. All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching this reaction. My first time watching X-Men Dark Phoenix. For those of you who love the film, I'm sorry I was a bit of a downer at times, but look, I was really positive about the fight sequences and the stuff that went on at the end. So hopefully that kind of balances things out for you all. For those of you who didn't like the film, I imagine you agree with a lot of my criticisms of the film. But whatever you thought of the film, let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of this reaction down in the comment section below, and suggest some films. I mean, I'm open. I've got a schedule for the next few weeks to correlate with things that are coming out. But I'm open to other ideas, other suggestions. Maybe some of you think there's one that's going to get a lot of views. I'm always open to hear from you on that end. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Shout out to the Cinefanatics who have edited this, and please make sure you subscribe to the channel down below. Hit a like on this video, share it on your social media. And of course, our Patreon, patreon.com/John Rocha. And let me know what you thought of Speak No Evil as well. I'm going to get a chance to see that real soon as I'm recording this before it comes out and see if this adaptation is a good adaptation of the original. I should watch the original as well in preparation for that. Although I kind of want to wait, but maybe I should watch it because then I can compare, but we'll see. Anyway, this is the end of the reaction. I got to get out of here. Much love to you all. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time with another reaction video here on the Outlaw Nation. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content from the Outlaw Nation.